this is not gonna be like a video on reviewing all the episodes or like summarizing or finding Easter eggs or whatever. It's just like giving my thoughts on how much I enjoyed watching the show. It's not the most perfect show, but I think it does have some of Marvel's best TV moments. And I've watched all the other ones as well. Like WandaVision was really good. Falcon and Winter Soldier had really good fight scenes, and Loki had some interesting acting, and it was alright, you know. But this one really has a lot of good, like solid moments. I thought. I think my favorite moment was definitely all the scenes that Chadwick Boseman was in. For some reason, every episode just has such a grip to it, knowing what happened to him, and that it's his last role. It just feels like so surreal that he's in the show. Like his lines are almost also poetic, and it kind of almost mirrors a tragedy. I mean, it's unintentionally beautiful. It was really sad to watch those scenes. I just thought it was really funny how like Chadwick, when he becomes Star Lord, like Thanos basically just gets convinced to not be a bad person because they talk. I just felt like it's just a good way of giving a tribute to the character because he's supposed to be like a leader, as like a positive force for everyone. Black Panther's supposed to feel like demanding better of people, you know, almost. That was funny. I thought that was really funny. I just think it works for the type of format the show is in, which is just like a what if scenario. And my favorite episode definitely had to be the Doctor Strange one. That one got darker than I ever expected Marvel to get, especially in a TV show. Like I thought it was gonna be more cartoonish, you know, for kids. That episode was also very, very tragic, and that ending was pretty dark. And Marvel's doing this thing where they're making all the villains very relatable now. Like Wenwu was pretty relatable too. It was just very refreshing to see. I didn't think it was gonna go that far. There's no way they would go this far in a movie, for example. It was dope. The third thing that I really liked was the send off they gave Black Widow. Her death always felt kind of flurry to me, like because there's so much happening in Endgame that when she died, it was like, oh, it's sad, but I feel like it deserved a bigger moment. And in this one, she basically helps take down Ultron, gets passed off into a different universe where she's needed. I just thought that's a really nice way to pay like homage to her. Her character has never done that well anyway, considering the way Marvel treated her character and the actor for so long. The action scenes were very surprisingly fluid. Like in the first episode, Agent Carter, like the fighting scene was amazing. They did the what if the Avengers were never assembled, where they were all slowly being killed by the Ant-Man guy. I think his name was Hank something, I don't know. And that scene, like the fighting by Black Widow was so fluid and amazing. The show obviously doesn't have the best like, setups or payoff, but for how many episodes there is, and for the type of show that it is, I think it was really fun to watch. I had more fun with this show than the other Marvel shows, for sure. Although WandaVision really liked the style they went for in WandaVision. I just thought this is much more rewatchable. Of course, we gotta talk about the Ultron episode where he just goes kind of crazy, and I mean, that there's a lot of plot holes or whatever in that episode, but I just don't care. It's just like it's just a fan moment when it's like he gathers all the Infinity Stones, he kills Thanos in like one go, and then he notices that the Watcher is watching, so he starts going off into different universes. That fight scene was insane. Like that one scene where he just like gobbles the galaxy. That was crazy to watch. And we all, I guess we all know it was coming in the end where there's gonna be like a assemblage of everyone. That last episode I was very hyped to watch it. And the last episode it was definitely very rushed, but again, like I just didn't care. Like I didn't expect this show to be like mind blowing anyway, but I liked how they try to tie up every single character moment. I like how Doctor Strange basically carried them. It was just really funny to watch. But it was just also really cool like, that Shield team up between Black Widow and Agent Carter. That was a fun moment. The ending takedown obviously was amazing. Party Thor is like kind of annoying, but also kind of funny. And Killmonger being Killmonger. And there's a funny trope where Iron Man seems to die in every single episode. But there was that one episode that never aired apparently with the one with Gamora. Iron Man was in a Hulk busting armor, I think. And he's with Gamora in that planet, melting the Infinity Gauntlet. I wish that episode played in this season because I didn't know what Gamora was there for anyway at that point. I forgot to mention the zombie episode. That was really cool too. Like, I mean, Spider-Man's my favorite character, and Spider-Man is pretty much like Spider-Man in that episode. I hope they do some kind of animated show with Spider-Man alone, because the animated shows for Spider-Man are always so top tier, other than Ultimate Spider-Man. And it was fun to watch, like, Zombie, Scarlet Witch just going crazy over Vision, and Vision just, like, being gripped by love to, like, not let her die. He just ends up killing himself. It's pretty dark, actually. It's very dark. Then I like how she's brought back in the last episode where she's like, all the zombies are teleported, and Ultron just like blows up the planet because Wanda is about to just like whoop him. Yeah, it had a lot of good character moments. The Chadwick Boseman thing, the Doctor Strange episodes, and it had some really cool fight scenes. It was just a fan show, really. If you don't include things like Daredevil, I think this might honestly be the most entertaining Marvel television show out. I'm happy to have watched it.